Cape Coral is a beautiful place to live. You've got sunshine, you've got the canals, you've got that warm Florida air. But that same humidity we all love creates the perfect home for something you don't want on your roof: moss. Moss, algae, and lichens thrive in damp, shady environments. Your roof, especially the parts that don't get direct, all-day sun, becomes a five-star hotel for these growths. They don't need much to get started, just a little moisture and some shade. Before you know it, a small green patch starts to spread, creating a thick, spongy blanket that holds onto water like a sponge. The climate here is the main reason this is such a common headache for homeowners. With our frequent rain and high humidity, there's always moisture in the air. This moisture settles on your roof, providing the perfect conditions for moss spores to take root and grow. You might notice it more on the north-facing side of your house, where there is less sunlight to dry things out. It can start out looking like a simple stain, but it quickly develops into a much bigger problem, colonizing entire sections of your shingles or tiles and starting a slow but steady process of decay right above your head. Many people think moss is just a cosmetic issue. They see it as a bit of harmless greenery that makes their house look a little less pristine, but that couldn't be further from the truth. That green layer is an active organism, and its entire life cycle is built around holding water. Think about what happens when you leave a wet sponge sitting on a wooden table. The wood starts to rot, right? The same principle applies to your roof. The constant moisture trapped by the moss is a direct threat to the materials that are meant to keep your family and your home safe and dry. Ignoring the problem is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. What starts as a small, manageable spot can quickly become a full-blown infestation. As the moss grows, it gets heavier and holds even more water, putting a strain on your roof's structure. Its tiny root-like structures, called rhizoids, work their way into and under your shingles, prying them up and creating pathways for water to seep underneath. This is not just a stain, it's an active invader that is compromising the single most important protective barrier your home has against the elements. It's a problem that needs to be addressed correctly. So, we know moss holds moisture, but what does that actually do to your roof? For starters, it accelerates the aging process of your shingles. Asphalt shingles are covered in tiny granules that protect them from the sun's harsh UV rays. When moss grows, its rhizoids dislodge these protective granules, leaving the shingle exposed and vulnerable. This leads to cracking, curling, and premature failure. For tile roofs, which are common in Cape Coral, moss can grow in the gaps between the tiles, trapping water that can slowly erode the underlayment, which is the last line of defense against leaks. The damage goes deeper than just the surface. As moss traps water against the roof, that moisture can lead to rot in the underlying wood sheathing. This is a serious structural problem. A rotted roof deck can't properly support the weight of the roofing materials, let alone a person walking on it. This kind of damage is often hidden from view until it's too late, revealing itself as a ceiling stain or, in the worst-case scenario, a structural failure. What started as a simple green patch has now turned into a major and very expensive repair job that could have been avoided. This is why trying to remove it yourself is such a risky idea. The first instinct for many homeowners is to grab a pressure washer or a stiff brush and just blast the moss off. This is one of the worst things you can do. A high-pressure water stream is powerful enough to strip those essential granules right off your asphalt shingles, effectively taking years off their lifespan. On a tile roof, that same pressure can easily crack or dislodge the tiles, creating an immediate entry point for water. You might get rid of the moss, but you could cause irreversible damage in the process. Then there's the personal safety risk, and this is a big one. Getting up on a roof is dangerous work, even for professionals. Now add a layer of wet, slippery moss to the equation. It's like walking on a surface covered in slime. The risk of a slip and fall is incredibly high, and a fall from a roof can lead to life-altering injuries or worse. You might be trying to save a few $100s by doing it yourself, but no amount of savings is worth that kind of risk to your health and well-being. Safety has to come first, always. Let's talk more about what can go wrong with a DIY approach. You've decided to tackle the moss yourself. You get up on the roof with your pressure washer, thinking you're doing the right thing. You start blasting away, and it looks like it's working. The green stuff is flying everywhere. But what you can't see is the damage you're causing at a microscopic level. You're blasting away the protective layer of your shingles and forcing water up and under them, right where it shouldn't be. You're essentially pressure washing your roof into an early grave. Another common mistake is using harsh chemicals like bleach without knowing the right dilution or application method. Pouring straight bleach on your roof can do more than just kill the moss. It can discolor and damage your shingles, corrode your metal flashing and gutters, and kill the landscaping around your home as it runs off. These chemicals are also hazardous to handle without the proper personal protective equipment. Professionals know which biodegradable, eco-friendly solutions to use that are tough on organic growth but gentle on your roof and the environment. It's a science, not a guessing game. Here's something many homeowners don't even think about: your roof's warranty. Most roofing material warranties have specific clauses about maintenance and cleaning. Using a pressure washer or improper chemicals can instantly void that warranty. So if your roof fails prematurely, even if it's due to a manufacturing defect, the company can deny your claim because you didn't follow the proper maintenance procedures. Your attempt to save money on cleaning could cost you the price of a whole new roof. That's a huge financial gamble to take just to get rid of some moss. And we have to come back to safety. Every year, thousands of people are injured in falls from ladders and roofs. Professionals have the right safety gear: harnesses, ropes, proper footwear, and they are trained to navigate a roof safely. They know how to identify weak spots in the roof deck that you might step right through. They understand how to work on steep pitches and around obstacles like vents and skylights. When you hire a professional, you aren't just paying for a clean roof, you're paying for peace of mind and ensuring that no one gets hurt in the process. So, if pressure washing is the wrong way, what's the right way? The answer is a method called soft washing. This is the technique that qualified, professional roof cleaners use, and it's fundamentally different from blasting your roof with high pressure. Soft washing is a cleaning method that uses low-pressure water, about the same as a garden hose, to deliver a specialized cleaning solution. This solution is specifically designed to kill moss, algae, mold, and lichen right down to the root, eliminating the infestation instead of just shearing off the top layer. The process starts with a thorough inspection of your roof to assess the extent of the growth and identify any pre-existing damage. Then, the professionals apply the cleaning solution using their specialized low-pressure pumps. The solution is left to dwell on the surface for a period of time, allowing it to work its magic. It breaks down the biological growth, neutralizes the spores, and loosens the grip of the moss and algae on your shingles or tiles. This is the crucial step that a pressure washer completely skips. It's about killing the problem, not just blasting it away. After the cleaning solution has done its job, the roof is gently rinsed with clean, low-pressure water. This washes away the dead organic matter and the cleaning solution itself. You'll see an immediate difference, but the results keep getting better over time. Because the roots and spores have been killed, the roof will continue to clean itself with every rainfall, as any remaining dead debris is washed away. Unlike pressure washing, which can leave spores behind to regrow almost immediately, soft washing provides a much longer-lasting clean and helps prevent the moss from coming back quickly. This method is safer for every type of roofing material, from delicate asphalt shingles to barrel tiles, metal, and slate. Because it relies on the cleaning solution to do the work instead of destructive high pressure, there is no risk of damaging the surface or voiding your warranty. It's the only method recommended by the Asphalt Roofing Manufacturers Association for cleaning shingles. When you hire a professional who uses the soft wash method, you can be confident that your roof is being cleaned in the safest and most effective way possible. It's the right way to do it. The benefits of professional moss removal go far beyond just having a cleaner-looking roof. The most important payoff is extending the life of your roof. By safely removing the destructive moss and algae that trap moisture and eat away at your shingles, you are protecting your biggest investment. A roof is meant to last for decades, but a moss infestation can cut that lifespan in half. Regular professional cleaning is preventative maintenance that saves you from a premature and incredibly expensive roof replacement. It's a classic case of an ounce of prevention being worth a pound of cure. Of course, curb appeal is a huge benefit. A stained, moss-covered roof makes an entire property look old, neglected, and run down. A clean roof, on the other hand, instantly boosts your home's appearance, making it look well-maintained and cared for. This not only makes you feel prouder of your home, but also significantly increases its value. If you're thinking of selling your home, a clean roof is one of the first things potential buyers will notice. It gives them confidence that the home has been properly looked after, which is a major selling point in a competitive market like Cape Coral. Did you know a clean roof can even help with your energy bills? Those dark streaks and patches of moss on your roof are not just ugly, they're also absorbing the sun's heat. Black algae, in particular, reduces your roof's ability to reflect sunlight, causing your attic and home to get hotter. This means your air conditioning system has to work much harder to keep your home cool, leading to higher energy consumption and bigger utility bills. By removing that dark layer of growth, you restore your roof's reflective properties, helping to keep your home cooler and saving you money every month. Ultimately, hiring a professional is the most cost-effective choice in the long run. The cost of a professional soft wash cleaning is a tiny fraction of the cost of repairing a rotted roof deck or replacing an entire roof that failed prematurely. It's also far less than the potential medical bills from a fall or the cost of replacing a roof whose warranty you voided. When you weigh the small upfront cost of a professional cleaning against the massive potential costs of DIY mistakes or neglect, the smart choice becomes clear. It's an investment in protection. Your home is likely the biggest investment you will ever make. The roof is its first and most important line of defense against the Florida weather. It protects everything and everyone you care about. So why would you gamble with its integrity by attempting a risky and ineffective DIY cleaning job? Or worse, why would you ignore a growing moss problem and just hope it goes away? That's not a risk worth taking. You need to address the problem, and you need to do it the right way, with the help of people who know what they're doing. Professionals bring expertise and the right tools for the job. Companies like All Seasons Window Cleaning and Pressure Washing don't just show up with a pressure washer. They come with years of training, a deep understanding of what causes moss and algae to grow, and the proper soft washing equipment to eliminate it safely. They know how to protect your landscaping, your home's siding, and your roof's warranty. They are licensed and insured, which protects you from any liability. That level of professionalism and peace of mind is something you simply can't get with a DIY approach. Think of it this way. You wouldn't try to do your own dental work, and you probably wouldn't try to rewire your house unless you were a trained electrician. Some jobs just require a professional. Roof cleaning is one of them. The risks of personal injury and property damage are just too high. A professional service ensures the job is done safely, effectively, and with a lasting result. They can turn back the clock on your roof, making it look new again while preserving its structural integrity for years to come. Don't wait until you see a water stain on your ceiling. Be proactive. Take a look at your roof. If you see green moss, black streaks, or any other signs of organic growth, it's time to call in the experts. Protect your investment, enhance your home's curb appeal, and ensure the safety of your family by leaving the dangerous work to the pros. Trust a reputable company like All Seasons to handle your roof moss removal. They will get the job done right, because when it comes to your home, you should never settle for anything less. Make it right.